you think about yourself as a gift? If you don't, you're totally normal, but you are. Here's two things that you need to know. Number one, you were born for a reason, and whatever it is that you are is completely impossible to duplicate. You're actually irreplaceable. And because of that, number two, you're essential and vital to your community. We can't replace you. There's no backup quarterback for you and your best life. Now this week I want you to think about yourself as a gift. And I don't want you to think about those categories that we normally think about, like your gifts and talents that are, creativity, singing or playing the cello, or your comedic style. And I also want you to push aside just for a second monetizing your gifts. The way that we always think, how can we make money doing what we do well? Those things are really important. But right now, I want you to go a little deeper and think about how this gift of you leads you to your best life. There are two things that happen when you think about yourself as a gift and you look for ways in your world to give of yourself. The first thing that you're going to experience is extreme joy. There's something wonderful about giving of what you have. And the second thing that will happen is you will find yourself connected with everyone, and you'll reach that feeling of your best life, that feeling that you are doing what you're meant to do, and that there is no second on this earth that's wasted. It's a really beautiful feeling. Now, if we're not thinking about monetizing, if it's not about business, or it's not about taking some stage and showing off what you've got, then what is this gift of you? Well, there are 9 ways that I think that you can give of the gift of you. And I want you to know that everyone doesn't have all 9. I mean, you'd have to be Superman or Superwoman in order for that to be possible. But I will say that every single person has some combination of these gifts to unpackage for other people. 2, 3, 7, who knows? It's a constant process moving along the journey to your best life. So I'm going to go over each of the 9, and what I want you to do is just listen and think about which one of these things are natural to you and what does your community need. So let's get started. Number 1 is encouragement. Maybe you have that gift where you just know exactly what to say, and also without trying, you see the places where people need encouragement. That is absolutely a gift. And in this world where there is so much distraction and destructiveness, encouragement is really important. Number 2 is teaching. Maybe you're the kind of person who is really good at showing other people how to do something. That is amazing. Can you imagine how much information comes through our lives every single day? It's overwhelming. And so we need teachers who are just a little bit ahead of us, who are willing, without judgment, to show us how to do things. Totally valuable. Number 3, one of my favorites, is a person who is gifted at just doing for others. Sometimes you don't need a lesson. Sometimes you don't need a dialogue. You just need someone to come in there and pick up those boxes and move them, or come over with a meal, or someone who is willing to just jump in there and create that document that you need because you don't have time at that moment to get it done. So doing for others is also a gift. The 4th is connection. When a person needs to know that their story matters and that what is happening to them is real. A person who's willing to come in and give that hug and say, I love you, and find a way to make sure that the other person that you're listening to feels as if they're not alone. Connection is so important because even though you have thousands of friends, often it's easy to feel like no one cares, that there's no one connected to you. The gift of living out your example. Every day I get up and run, and in these videos I talk about it. And I also try to work out 2 or 3 times a day. And it's really great. It's good to feel fit, and it's good when your waistband isn't tight against your belly. But the real reason that I work out, besides my own health, is that I want to live out an example for other people. I want you to think, well, Liz is doing it. I know she's doing it this morning, so I'm going to get out of bed and work out too. And that is a gift to your community when you live out your best life as an example, as a light so that other people can follow. The sixth gift that I want to cover is truth, the gift of telling the truth. Now, sometimes this cannot be fun and people don't always appreciate it, but it's so important for you in your community to speak the truth as you see it, to be able to tell someone, you know what, there's something better for you, or to be a person that other people can come to because they know that you will speak the logical and focused truth that you see in your world. The seventh is presence. It's such a wonderful thing when someone is just there for you. The other day, my oven broke and my best friend was there for me. And it wasn't that she did anything in particular. She was just there with her presence, saying to me, I'm here if you need me. And that was the calm, secure support that I needed to do the problem solving that I needed for that little instance. So maybe your gift is just to be there, just to be that calm presence, that backup, so that people can be the best that they can be. Number 8 is inspiration. Sometimes you just need that spark, that jump start to get going so that you can get out there and do the thing that you've been thinking about. And having people in your life that are willing to be that person is such a gift. So if that is you, just know it's a one-time thing. Sometimes people just need a little inspiration and you can step in and be that for them. And finally, last but not least, is the gift of giving resources. It's not all just ethereal thought. Sometimes people need a hand. They need money for something. They need your time. They need something that you have. And if you're that person that loves to give and is always able to find the resources for other people, let me tell you, your community needs you. Now, I've given you 9 things to think about. Which ones are yours? For instance, I said I love to be the gift of example. I love when I can to be someone who can offer resources, and I certainly love inspiration. It's what I'm committed to. So make sure that you think about it. Maybe sit down with your friends or your children or your partner and talk about it. What are the gifts that are part of the gift of you? Because remember, nobody can take your place, and your community absolutely needs you. So don't hold back. Don't box everything up into those creativity categories or the work, because work is important, but it's not everything. And just remember, every day, every single day of your life, there are opportunities for you to give the gift of you. If you want more coaching like this, and I hope that you do, make sure that you find me at the 180 Life coaching group on Facebook, or go to lizneed.com/100 days, and you will find this amazing program, low investment, where you spend 100 days with me, and I help you get a little closer to your best life. And will you please subscribe, because I love making these videos for you, and I want to be there to encourage you, and I'm putting things out there every single week so that you can reach the potential of what you're here on the planet for. Remember, I believe that you are here for a reason. I believe that we are connected for a reason. And I want you to know how grateful I am that you are in my life. And I want the gift of you. And if we can get together and we can exchange those gifts, who knows what possibilities are available to us.